Namaskaram, Govind Dev Ji,
Namaskar,
Swamiji.
Sadhguru Ji Maharaj.
Namaskaram, wonderful to be talking to you. Namaskaram. Very strong devotees, genuine devotees are also misguided by certain vested interests and there's a lot of reaction. It is very important that we present ourselves with a single face, not one against the other, because this has cost us enormously in the past. Enormously in the past, through the invasions, through occupations, we have paid a huge price. It is not necessary. We are not made like this in the Hindu way of life. You have to agree with me, I have to agree with you, not necessary. There may be many things I don't agree with you, many things you don't agree with me. This is perfectly fine. We need to understand Krishna's life is an example. Though he is standing there as a divine embodiment, still Arjuna can ask him 100 questions. He is not telling him, just shut up and listen to me. He is answering every question, all right? So this is the nature of our culture. It is not necessary we have to agree with each other, but still we must understand the fundamental purpose is same. So we should not go in divergent ways, which unfortunately is happening in the country. I hope we come to our senses and function as one unit, because the demographics of the nation is changing in such a way. At this time, I am not even thinking of my culture, your culture in that sense. I am seeing that this is the only culture which allows seeking for truth. Everywhere else, everything is written down, you either believe it or you're dead kind of attitude. Here, even if God himself comes, we can question him. Where else is it possible that you can question God, you can ask 100 questions to God, where else is it possible? This is the only culture. So I'm saying, for future generations, the only thing that will be relevant for the world's youth for all the youth in the world is this Hindu way of life, not as a religion, not as my culture, you must take it, not like that, but as a teaching, as a guidance. There is no other guidance in the world which is universal and inclusive. Let us keep it inclusive and universal. Let us not make this you versus me, because there is no you versus me. You can worship a stone, I can worship a tree, but both are devotees. This is the nature of our culture. We must keep it that way.
And people may abuse or people may say anything, but we all are your followers, and what you are doing for this country, for this nation, and for the humanity at large is quite necessary today, and we shall try to follow your footsteps, definitely.
Govind Giri Ji, I am not talking about abuse as a problem for me, because I am made like this, neither somebody's abuse nor praise either rises me nor puts me down. I am who I am for what I am. That is not the issue. But the problem is, right now there is an express need in the world, as you are doing, spreading the Gita teaching through online for 1 lakh people, whatever. 1 lakh people is not enough, 1 billion people, 5 billion people needs to happen. If this needs to happen, it is important that we don't get against each other and unnecessarily impede the work, because in this generation, if we don't do it, our own youth will lose it. Once our own youth have lost it, you can't take it to the rest of the world. I very strongly feel, if this spiritual seeking has to live, we have a significant responsibility in the next 20 to 25 years. If we don't do this work, after that it could be very late to revive that.
All of us are committed for this cause, and we shall take it ahead, definitely. Yet we are thirsty. We shall again request some time, not take much of your time, but your blessings are required. Even though you speak for some minutes, that shall be inspiration for us for years. And therefore, prostrating myself at your holy feet, I again express my gratitude. Pranam, pranam, and pranam.
Namaskaram to you, Swamiji. The work that you're doing is very important in the world, and we are always available for you in whatever way possible. The best that we can do, we will do for you. Namaskaram and thank you very much. Namaskaram.